Southern Vietnam. Oh boy. Southern Vietnam made me forget about time, until I found out that
my visa for Vietnam expires tomorrow. I'm over 400 kilometers away from the border with Laos.
But let's start from the beginning. After spending a month in the north, I took a night train from Hue and headed all the way south to Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon. After leaving the train, my first thought was, holy shit, Saigon is probably the busiest city I've ever seen, and I soon started to like it.
And now I'm all packed and it's time to leave Saigon. I've been here for almost a week, so it's really time to go. Saigon was great, it's a very interesting city. I have lots of great food. It was a vegan restaurant which was pretty close to my hostel. I went there almost like twice every day. And now I'm gonna go to the Mekong Delta. That's my bus over there. Accessible, right? That was the wrong bus. There's so many though.
The first bus took me out of Saigon, where I changed into another one. We headed to a city called Can Tho. After a snack, the Mekong Delta was awaiting us.
After we got back, I had to throw up. That was 5 minutes ago. So now I'm gonna rest for a little bit and then probably gonna do like a small tour on a bicycle around this area.
The Mekong Delta was my favorite place in southern Vietnam. From here I headed to the island Phu Quoc. To keep this experience short, I was a bit underwhelmed. The island is quite touristy. It seems that locals were driven away from the main beaches, where hotels are arranged next to each other and still being built. It is a beautiful place after all, but there is a slight bitter taste when you see all the garbage lying around and the poor conditions the locals are living in.
Smells really bad.
Compared to the rest of the island. It's quite overrun by tourists. Well, tourists like me. I still enjoyed it, mainly for the company I had.
Come on.
Time passed by faster than expected, I decided to skip Cambodia and stay longer in southern Vietnam. So after Phu Quoc, I headed on a long journey to Dalat, a town in the highlands. After a few days, I rented a scooter and headed to the coast.
So I'm a little bit lost. My GPS stopped working, so I don't know really where I am. So it's just asking around for directions, and apparently I have to go this way.
I eventually made it to the coast. For the next few days I had the luxury of my own place, more specific, my own tent, right next to the beach. I was staying close to Mui Ne, a tiny fishing village and very popular amongst tourists. After a week sleeping in the tent, I left for my next destination, Laos. I wanted to take it slow and visit some places on the way to the border crossing when this happened.
So I just found out that my visa for Vietnam expires tomorrow. I'm over 400 kilometers away from the border with Laos.
Actually, 500 kilometers. So I got on a night bus to a city pretty close to the border crossing of Vietnam and Laos. From there, I had to figure it out myself.
So it's somewhere 8:30 in the morning now, and I just covered, the bus covered 491 kilometers, and I'm only 20 kilometers away from the border. I think this is the road to Laos. I'm not sure though. My map doesn't work. As usual. Gonna try to hitch a ride soon.
Hitchhiking to the border crossing went pretty smooth. Here I had my last Vietnamese coffee.
It's pretty strong.
Then all I had to do is change some money and cross the border.
Got a beautiful visa, and now I'm in Laos. It's a new country. Woo! Exciting. The city where I want to go is about 250 kilometers away from here. It's called Phu, and I have no idea how to get there. There was a bus here, but someone asked if I could join the bus, and the guy was like, nope. So I think I will just have to walk and hitch a ride. I mean, my backpacks are getting heavy. I've been carrying them around quite long today, actually. Yeah. At least the sun is shining right on my face. In the middle of nowhere.